Hey, how's it going? It's Brian from B's Music Shop, and today I have something pretty wacky that came in. We have this vintage early 80s Rickenbacker bass. It's been painted up to look exactly like a guitar from the Fool Collective. Let's look it over together. Before I get going, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. Those things make a huge difference to a little music store like us. If we can get you a cat t-shirt, a cat toy, a cat pedal that when you play through it, turns even this bass with all this very cool art, turns it right into a cat. Boom, there. Done. We also have a whole bunch of pedals that just have cats on them, just because I like cats, you like cats, the internet likes cats. Who am I to argue? Hit us up, bsmusicshop.com. Your support makes all the difference. So this bass actually got traded into us, and when I opened the case, the guy's like, yeah, it's painted to look like the Fool Collective. And I've seen this art style, and then I started to kind of dive into all these cool things they've done. It was a pair of Dutch artists. Also, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm skimming down through this stuff and learning stuff pretty fast. They did a ton of stuff for Cream. They did some guitars for Cream, some outfits. They did a bunch of stuff for the Beatles, which is a band I had not heard of until this. Brand new. They seem pretty popular. Not sure how I missed them. Anyways, this bass, a lot of times when a bass comes in and it's painted up, I get a little, not sure about this. But, this thing's anything but like a folk art wonder. The amount of detail that went into this is just insane. I'm going to read all the specs here right off our little online listing for this thing, so I'm somewhat correct. I think it's a 4003. It says 4001, but I'm pretty sure it's the 4003. Yeah, it says that in that year they used flame maple walnut for the neck, rosewood triangular inlays, 21 frets, 33.5-inch scale, 42.8 millimeter nut, dual high gain pickups, Lollar bridge pickup, that was changed, 2-volume, 2-tone, 3-way pickup selector. I'm not even sure. I always feel like I have no idea how a Rick's volume controls work, even though I've worked on them many times. Has the bridge with the adjustable foam mute and weighs in at 9.9 pounds. This is not a light guy. But really, some of the cool things people did when they put this little acrylic pickguard on it here, this clear plastic pickguard. I like that it has this little rail right here. It's like a non-mod something rail, but it's made the same people make the pickguard. And if you come right up here to the headstock, it has this really cool like Rickenbacker custom truss rod cover. It does include the original in the case. Near as I can tell, this was done probably in the mid-2000s. I just noticed because some of the date codes are from that era in the pots. It looks like the pots had been changed. Also, just some of the other parts, like the Lollar bridge pickup, the fact that there's this custom cut pickguard stuff kind of smells to me more like about that era. I really don't know. I know that Rumble Seat Music sold it like 6 years ago before we had it. I can find an old listing for it, and it was exactly like this when they got it. I don't know who did this replica, but the paint is phenomenal. Even like underneath the clear pickguard, and it's like painted on the back of the pickguard. It's like, it looks so cool. I don't know how well it translates, on a camera or on video, but it just looks so like 3D and just outrageously well done. Like when this thing came in, I was like, oh, this isn't like, I painted my bass. This is like someone paid another human being to sit down and craft this into like a custom instrument. I don't really know much about flying pigs. This is the first I'm seeing of a pig flying, but on the back of the headstock here, we have this super cool hammer. So if you had a hammer, you could hammer whenever you'd like, but just what a freaking neat piece. It's like so psychedelic fun. All right, well, all that aside, what does it sound like? This thing's strung up with flats. It's what was on it when I got it, and I didn't see any reason to change it, so. Let's do the bridge pickup. Try both pickups. neck pickup. Like, I really like the middle, I think, the best. I just messed around with it for a minute. What's like the Cream song that was always like cocaine? NIB. Bass rules. This might be my actual like favorite playing Rick bass I've ever played. I like the way they look, and I've never been able to quite find what I like the way it played. And this one just plays perfect. So if you see this go down off the website, that's why. It just feels good. They picked a great bass to do this too. But just what a weird thing. You know, so many interesting parts of this. The moon, the stars. It's just so like, looking. Like, This bass is so cool. You know, I don't think it's like a direct replica of anything that Jack played in Cream. It just seems more like an homage to the art style. And, you know, I think there was a bass 6 and there was definitely a guitar Clapton played. This thing's just totally different, but in the same vein and just so freaking cool. If you know why this exists, because I keep looking through like charity auctions and things, wondering, because it's just like at its detail and like smallest parts, it's so well done that I feel like it came out of some guitar custom shop. And I've owned a lot of guitars, like a lot of guitars, and a lot of hand painted guitars and a lot of different things. And this thing, like the smell test for me is whoever was paid to do this, it was thousands of dollars. And if it wasn't thousands of dollars, they were absolutely underpaid in every way, because like just it seems perfect. And I feel like if you were to go actually get a vintage one of this, it might even be a little rougher around the edges than this, because this is just done so meticulously and slow, and the details are all so good in it. It's just super cool. What a showstopper. What a fun thing. I'm really excited to have this thing hanging in the store, just because I'm sure I'm going to be really excited to talk about it for a month, and then really annoyed to talk about it if it's here much longer than that, because I'll just have to talk about it, because people are going to come in and be like, what is that? I'm like, just Google it. Watch the video. You get a QR code on it or something. But anyways, that's it. That's our look at this Rickenbacker early 80s bass, the Fool Collective homage mystery instrument that just came through. Check it out. It's up on our website, beesmusicshop.com. We will ship this baby right to your door. We will pack it lovingly with care, and UPS might throw it out of the back of a truck, but it will be protected because we wrapped it in a little bit of bubble wrap. It'll get there safe. It'll get there safe. We know what we're doing. But if we can get you this, if we can get you a cat t-shirt, a cat toy, a cat pedal that takes this beautiful, psychedelic, hand-painted wonder, reduces it right down to a meowing little kitty cat. We do that. That's us. That's a thing we do. We also have a bunch of pedals that just have cats on them because I like it. I'm like the cat collective for pedals. That's me. I'm like the fool of cat collecting pedal things. That's who I am. Hit us up, beesmusicshop.com. Thank you so much for watching.